And there we go. My mantra. Oh, I love the wings on those guys. Okay. Alright guys, welcome back to a brand new episode of ARK on the Gaming Evolved Scorched server. And you know what? It's been a little while. It has been a little while. There's not a lot to do on this server, to be honest, because at this stage everybody's kind of already done all the Scorched stuff, and yeah, I don't really feel like recycling through content we've already done just for the sake of making a video. That's never what our channel's been about here. So I'm not going to do that, and we're only going to be covering stuff on this server when there is actually stuff to cover. And right now there is some pretty cool stuff to cover. So you guys remember they introduced the Explorer notes, right? Well, oh, I should probably do a death worm check. Well, the Explorer notes are also spawning in the Scorched Earth. So that means that we can find them here, and I've been looking at the locations. There's one somewhere here. I'm not even sure. Some of them look like pots, I believe. Have not seen one here yet, though. So is that it? No, that's a piece of salt, I guess. Maybe. Oh, there it is. Look, a little. Oh, it's a little suitcase. That looks cool. So yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure that you beat the crap out of that like button. We've already done a locations video. If you want to find out all the locations of every single note, not the dossiers, all the notes in the island, you guys can check out that video. I'll link that down in the description down below. But let's check this out then. Ooh. Daahkeya? IKEA. Okay, so that's one of his notes. Then you guys can have a read of that yourselves. But just for time's sake, because we have a lot of notes to go through, I'm gonna move on. Pretty cool. So we have already got all of these in the or in the island even, and we have a couple dossiers as well. I'm not sure if we're gonna do the dossiers on here today though, because there's quite a few of them, and there's a lot of notes that we need to find anyway. So we're gonna move on, find the second note, and I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, so we're at the second location. This one's super close, pretty much just over this hill and around. But yeah, the little spot is right ahead of us there. I'm actually going to get that on my wyvern, because you do actually get an XP bonus. We got it on our character so far, so if I get it... Oh, is my wyvern too big? It might actually be. I'm probably not close enough. Okay, so that's a cool little tip. You cannot get it on your wyvern for whatever reason. Nice. Cool, okay. Interesting. Alright, well, I'm going to have a read of that later. You guys can pause here if you want to read that, and we're gone. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so guys, we're at the next location. It's right beside the Wyvern Trench, and it's right there if you can see it. There we go. Gotta move away because there's an arthropleura right there. So have a read of that if you want. I'll zoom in a little bit. You can actually zoom in and move these around if you need to. And looks like they're giants fighting off small people. Huh, interesting. Okay. Well, let's move on to the next one. I can hear stuff coming. Oh god. Oh, it's an ant. Okay, no, we're okay. So guys, we're at the last location for the IKEA notes, and I think I spotted it. It's right here. Perfect. Huh, why are these people giant? That is so strange. I guess it's probably something to do with all this writing here. I guess I'll have to read through that myself then, definitely. Interesting. There's probably some sort of story here with maybe these guys are gods or something, but it looks like these people are they're not throwing stuff, and they're kind of just, it looks like this guy's kind of worshipping them. I don't know, this guy kind of looks a little bit hostile. I don't really know what's going on. I guess we will have to figure it out though. Maybe this is Attack on Titan. I don't know. It could be a crossover series. It wouldn't surprise me at all. So we're gonna move on to the Helena notes now, and we're gonna go to the first location, I guess. Alright guys, so the very first Helena note is actually right here. I was looking down the water there below, and I was so confused. I was thinking maybe it's inside of a cave, and then I looked up above and saw this big this thing right here. So yeah, it's right on the edge here. Let's go get it. Looks pretty amazing. First Helena note. Okay, this one's also in English, so you guys can have a read of that yourselves. Let's try and get it at, I guess that's kind of readable. So pause if you want to read it, and we're gone. Let's move on to the next one. So guys, the second Helena note is actually right here beside the green tower, as you can see, and it's inside this ribcage. So let's open this bad boy up. Nice. That's to obviously do with the jug bug. Trying to teach you some tips, so you guys can read that if you want, and we're gone. Awesome. Okay, let's move on. So the third Helena note is actually found right here at these coordinates, and let's check it out. Okay, cool. Nice. That's that little dune desert village thing. Okay. Some relatops there, bringing some cargo in. Awesome. Okay. Well, let's move on. Alright guys, so this next one is actually kind of hard to get to. You need to get a mount that you can actually stand on, or else, I guess, land in here somehow, because it's up on top of this building right here. Awesome. So it's basically like a trike. Is that a stego head? Maybe. And a camel all together. Amazing. You guys can read that if you want, and let's move on. Alright guys, so we're moving on to Rockwell's records right now. This is the very first location, and unfortunately this is super close, right over there. I think that was where one of the very first ones that we looked at. But unfortunately I don't want to do these out of order and just go from place to place, because it's just going to be easier for you guys to find them yourselves if we do it like this. So this is the first Rockwell record, and pretty cool. Still can't read that. Oh, awesome. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So guys, we're at the second Rockwell record, and it's right here at these locations, and oh, it's backwards. Awesome. Okay, I think I can hear stuff, so we're just gonna move on. If you guys want to read that, you can go back and pause it, but yeah, it was at this little spot right here. So guys, instead of moving on to number 3, we're actually going to go to number 4, and number 4 is a really tricky one, unfortunately. I'm not going to number 3 because you're basically zigzagging across the map. For this one, unfortunately, I had to go into a cave, had to ghost myself in. I am in ghost mode right now. So it is right there, and unfortunately I got it. I didn't think I could get it in ghost mode. I wasn't actually going to get it, but I'll show it to you guys in a second. There's the artifact right there. For reference, this is the cave where you can find the sword skin, and it is right here. So we'll show you the record right now. Should be in survivor profile. And why do I have number 3? Oh wait, no, we're on we're on the island there. That was confusing. So yeah, this is number 4 right here. So you can see there's some footprints in the I guess dried up lake area. Usually the ground kind of goes like that when it's dried up water, right? I think so. Pretty sure. Anyway, cannot read any of that, and unfortunately I did have to get the note, so that sucks. I would have got it legit, but yeah, I couldn't really do that in this in the time I have for recording. So yeah, I guess we're gonna move on to the next one. Hopefully that one's not inside of a cave for you guys. So guys, this is the location for the third one, and here it is right here. We're inside of the arena right now, in case you're wondering. Okay, so we're just standing there with a spear looking at our shadow. Pretty amazing. Still can't read any of that. That says each. I know. I can't really read this writing. Anyway, so I guess we're gonna move on to these tablets right now. So let's find the very first one, I guess. Alright guys, so we're at the very first tablet location, and I guess it's somewhere in here, maybe on the inside. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, that looks amazing. Look at that. Holy crap, dude. That looks fantastic. Sorry, I had to. I can't not take a screenshot of that before I do it. Oh no, oh my god, it was backwards. I'm such a derp. That looks amazing though. Holy crap. Okay. Awesome. Dude. Oh yeah, that's the one that was put up on Twitter, and there is actually translation for this on Twitter, or more so on the wiki. I will be linking that down in the description down below in case you guys want to see the translation of all these, but I believe there's only, currently right now, there's only the translation for the very first tablet on there. But pretty freaking amazing. Looks fantastic. They're like Egyptians worshipping the obelisk, obviously maybe something to do with the ascension. People, maybe they think that people are turning into gods or something, I don't know. Looks pretty freaking cool though. Oh dude, that is epic. Actually, wait. We gotta have a little look. Anything on the back? No. Okay. This is like a... This is very, very ancient version of like an iPad. Oh, that is so cool though. Yeah, I guess we'll move on to the next location. Guys, I accidentally triggered it. Crap. Okay, so this is the second tablet. I'll show you the location now in a sec. Looks pretty amazing. Still kind of worshipping these little temple buildings that they must have put together. Cool. There's like a female. Is that a female? I guess it, yeah, I guess it could be. Female goddess or something. She's like larger than the other ones. Maybe she's commanding them to do it. Pretty cool though. That is number 2. And it is right here. So this is the 3rd tablet location. It is up on a kind of like a ledge, I guess. And just don't get caught down below thinking it's down there. It's actually up here near these ruins. So you got to bring a flyer. Unfortunately, I parked down there. Okay, so here it is anyway. Still no idea, but it looks like she's some sort of goddess, and they're worshipping her. Oh, look, they're kneeling, and these guys are like asking for her lunch order or something. I don't know. Oh, these things are cool though, honestly. This is a really good idea. Awesome. Okay, well, let's move on. One more to go. So guys, we're actually going to do the dossiers as well, just, you know, because I don't know how long we're going to be on Scorched, and I want to get this done definitely before we finish off the season. So I'm just going to grab this. This should be the Morella tops. Nice. Okay. Oh, that is cool. Why is the rest of it like blacked out though? Interesting. Oh, we got to move. Alright, we're just going to start grabbing them at whatever order. I don't know, whatever's close basically. So let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, so this is the next location, and it's pretty close to the last one. We're probably going to be going to the closer ones. So this is the rock elemental. Pretty amazing. We all see this guy. I never actually properly looked at it. What does that mean? Battering ram maybe? I don't know. Siege weapon? Possibly. Looks pretty cool though. I actually, you know, I like these guys, but I think that for PvE they're not that useful. They really aren't. They're not like the best. They're quite slow. Like, they're very tanky, but I don't know, like for PvE they're kind of blah. You know, like they're pretty cool, I guess. I guess it'd be kind of cool to bring it into a boss arena or something, but yeah, I don't know. Really awesome looking creature, but PvE uses not really. But obviously in PvP he's freaking OP. So anyway, I'm gonna stop blabbering on. Let's move on to the next one. So we're at the next dossier, pretty close to the last one, and this is the Thorny Dragon. Pretty amazing. Awesome. I remember seeing this guy. They had like a he was one of like the secret creatures, right? They had like a strange dossier. It didn't really look like a dossier. It was like a little scrap of paper, and it was like a picture of him, and I remember just thinking he looked like a dinosaur I'd seen in a book when I was a kid. But yeah, pretty cool tame. I really like those guys actually. So I guess we're gonna move on to the next one. Don't know what one that's gonna be, so let's find out. So we're coming down to the next one right here. So this should be the Lymantra right there. Awesome. Okay, trying to get rid of some of these guys. This is pretty much just being it. Like, I land down an area, kind of clear it out a little bit, and then show you guys the dossier. So let us we have one more. I think we're safe enough. You're kind of bad though. We don't want you. Okay, awesome. Alright, let's check this one out. So these coordinates right here, and there we go. Mantra. Oh, I love the wings on those guys. Okay, so let us move on to the next one. Oh, okay, that was weird. So guys, we're at the next location. This should be the Jug Bug. Awesome. Oh my god, the colors. Sweet. Okay, so next one is going to be the Jerboa. So guys, this is where you'll find the Jerboa one, right beside the trench. Super dangerous. Not sure if you'd want to come over here and risk yourself for a Jerboa dossier, but here it is anyway. Pretty amazing. Pretty fantastic. Look at the little guy. Oh, whoa, whoa. That's not... Whoa, okay. That is not nice. That is not okay. Alright guys, so we're at the next one right here, and I have not even seen this spot on the map. I don't think I've ever been here. How have I never seen this before? I don't even know. This is really cool though. So here it is anyway. What one was this again? Deathworm? Yeah, Deathworm. Amazing. Fantastic. Awesome. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, so this should be the next location. Oh, can we land? There we go. And I see it. It's inside. We're safe? I think so. I can hear stuff going on though, so we gotta be careful. Let's get in. Okay, we jump right over. Amazing. Yeah. There we go. So this is the Vulture dossier. Cool. Alright, let's move on. And by the way, actually, the last one, this one, and the next one, they're pretty much in a line. You basically just have to head east to get to each of them. So, definitely recommend doing all 3 of these together. So here it is, the next location. One more to do after this. This is the Mantis. Awesome, okay. I can hear something coming. One more to do. It's the Wyvern. Oh, he's attacking my guy. So we have the Wyvern to do, and then we're completely done. And wow, look at that amount of XP. I wish I actually needed levels on this server, but I don't. Actually, wait, no. Where's my thing? Actually, yeah, I don't know. I'm like level 90 something. But I don't need XP right now. I probably should have saved it. So guys, this is it. The very last Explorer Note dossier. Okay, wow. And the Wyvern. One of my favorite creatures in Ark. God, this is... Wow, that is a lot of fun. Honestly, I actually had a lot of fun collecting all these. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure that you beat the crap out of that like button. Let's just try and get to maybe 100 likes in this video. That would be really cool. So obviously we will have to actually get the rest of the dossiers on the island, and these ones down here are bosses. So unfortunately I've already killed the Broodmother and the Manticore. Looks like we're gonna have to kill them again though, so that's definitely coming up pretty soon. So yeah, if you guys like this video, definitely beat the crap at that like button and consider subscribing if you want to see more. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time.